Hello there. Today I'm going to talk about ideas. This is idea one, a story about statistic life. It's the story about statistic life. I'm going to make a story about uh, an old statistician memoir. So one of this memoir, I hope to see the statistician explain his backstory, explain one of his work. I'm going to describe one of his experience in his work is he's doing a statistical uh, investigation at a prison. In this prison, this prison were filled with hardcore criminals, killers, rapers, you name it, mass murderers, and they were prisoned there. However, until a few months ago, some of the prisoners start to kill themselves by suicide. So the warden and the prison system are baffled by that. What incidents that trigger the suicide people? So when they investigate, it seems that there is related to one person. A new prison guard was sent there. The prison guard was actually a normal person, and he was not even near the prisoner at all time. So the statistician was called by the prison system to investigate this. So I like to use the story to show how a statistician do his work. He's doing to the hypothesis. I don't know what the other word for hypothesis. The guest of the prison system, which is the new prison guard came to the new prison guard came to the prisoner. This triggered the increase of suicide rate, but they don't have any proof. So the statistician will need to have some proof. So what he do is he actually go with the new prison guard and stay with him for just few days. He talk a bit without saying his real intention of the suspect prison guard doesn't know why he is there, but he was told that he was a visitor that will come visit the prison guard every day. So the statistician can gather data and for months, and during in this few months, there are some days there are some prisoners go to suicide. But he realized that in the prison system, not all prison guards work every day. They are by shift system. What he sees, the statistician will realize that whenever the suspect prison guard work, there will be a suicide a few days later. So he do this by doing a Pearson linear correlation. So the R square, if you know what I'm saying, I hope you know what I'm saying. The correlation between these two are close to 1, which means that there are relationship between these two. The fact is, what is Pearson linear correlation is, let me tell you, this is a statistics subject. If you have some two properties that you think that is related, but you don't know how to relate it, you don't explain by words, but you explain it by numbers. But how to use the numbers? That's where the Pearson linear correlation comes in. To do that, you need to have some data. Maybe in this context, the data is the day the suspect prisoner came and the day that some prisoners killed himself. So he collect for a few months in a month. In a month, maybe I take it longer, a few months. And in my story, I would like to describe how did he get the data and how did he calculate. Maybe in a novel way, but Doing so, the readers will realize that this is how a statistician do his job. So back to the story. He realized that he showed to the physicist that there is a correlation between the attendance of the suspect prison guard to work and the suicide rate. So at the end of that story, he was no Superman, he was no vigilante or whatever. He just present the result and confront the prison guard frontly. Confront prison guard frontly. Okay, confront prison guard frontly and show the result. The suspect prison guard was taken aback because he was not expecting this. And what would like this setting to be in a close situation where the statistician and the prison guard only in the room. So the suspect prison guard actually then smiled, amused, and then he tells the real story. That there is actually a paranormal work here. The statistician will not believe because as a scientist, he only believes on logical explanation. So the suspect prison guard shows that said that he doesn't want to harm the statistician. So he will tell him, but please don't be afraid. He said the suspect prison guard is actually a psychic. Yes, a psychic. So what he do to the prisoner? He actually use a set of psychic attack that actually just revert back what the prisoner do. The psychic attack will actually go on until the prisoner stop. For prison rapist, what he in his mind, he was being raped. He was being raped for in the psychic attack. For killer, in this mind, in the psychic attack, he was being killed repeatedly. So the psychic actually just giving them a lesson that they do to the other people. So the statistician was taken aback. He does not believe this, but he was something plausible because the suspect shows some suspicion aura. So, I can speak out. So in the end, what the suspect prison guard actually told the statistician, since he was exposed, he realized that he was actually doing a crime. But then again, he was going to the system and expose, confess himself the duty. At the end, the statistician said that, well, he has no judgment in this, but he said that good luck, because he is actually a kind man, but the methods were brutal. So he doesn't know what to say. So at the end of the story, the prison system actually does not reprimand him, but send him to another location where his whereabouts was made secret. The statistician was never know what happened to him after that. But he knows that after that, the system, the prison, the suicide rate actually goes to zero because no one kills himself. And now every prisoner afraid to go to that prison because before that the prisoner they always do suicide. Not always do suicide, but the suicide rate there is very high. But the prison don't know that the suicide rate, the suicide maker actually has stopped and was relocated there. So what the prison system do is they utilize this complexity, and every hardened criminals was sent to the prison system, and there they were very afraid of what kind of terror awaiting them there. So the prison actually become a legend itself, and the prison itself have become a center for changing behavior of the prisoner. So thanks to the suspect prison guard, the statistician, they were able to got something from these incidents. So this was actually a part of the story from the statistician memoir. I hope to insert more in the story, but maybe later in other ideas episode. So that's it for today. I think that's it. So thank you. I hope please enjoy any video that you like. I hope you like what you see. I'm HAdi, and